Hi everyone, good day. This is Dr. Von. For this week, we will be discussing about your environmental carcinogen. So this will be my last lecture video for your lecture part. And before that, I just want to congratulate everyone for a job well done for your intramurals. Grabe, first place gid. And for the participants, grabe, I was able to watch some of the events and grabe na amazing talaga ako sa inyo guys. And also sa committees na mga sa how they able to organize such event. Grabe, amazing. So that's why you really deserve that extra points. And also, I was really shocked na-shock ako na, bakit marami nagtatag sa akin? May na-post ba ako na something? And it was just that nagpapa-heart react lang pala sa mga posts. Of course, support heart react sa tanan. So with that, again, congratulations everyone. Deserving jud kayo mo sa mga extra points. So for this week, again, go back to reality, we will be discussing about your environmental carcinogens. So we're almost done with our discussion for the finals. So last lecture video na natin to for my part. And for the environmental carcinogen, actually, it's a very short topic lang guys. It's less than 9 slides. And actually, this has been part na siya sa ating acute toxins and poisons to be discussed by Dr. Muego. However, since sa inyong curriculum, separated siya na part. So maybe sa part na i-discuss si Dr. Muego, baka makasali pa itong environmental carcinogen. So, okay, it's okay kung paulit-ulit lang. At least, di ba? The more na paulit-ulit, the more natin na natutunan. So, very short lang ito because this topic is just a nice to know topic. No need to elaborate further. Kasi nga, if you check in your bishop, pahapyaw lang sa bishop, wala ngang environmental carcinogen na topic. But pagdating nyo kang Henry's, it's just a parang half page lang na topic. So I just want you to read on that part. So very konti lang. So just nice to know topic. So for our learning objective for this week's discussion is to identify the different environmental carcinogen and to determine the effects of chemical agents in the environment to human body. So very simple lang guys. Identify lang natin yung environmental carcinogen and its possible effect to the body. So basic lang, nice to know lang naman ito. So first, we have your benzpyrene. So your benzpyrene is a aromatic compound produced in your cigarettes. So most commonly can seen also in your exhaust of your engines. And one important thing is that your benzpyrene can cause your lung cancer. So this is your benzpyrene. It's a polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbon. So as what you can see, polycyclic siya na hydrocarbon. And it is also seen in your mga incomplete combustion of your organic matter such as sa mga coal tar, sa mga tobacco, or even in your grilled meat. So, ang lung cancer natin guys, we have different types ng lung cancer. May tatlo tayong uri ng lung cancer. Common histological features ng ating lung cancer. We have the most common type ng lung cancer is your adenocarcinoma. Your adenocarcinoma is most commonly seen sa females who never smoke. Diba? How ironic? The most common type ng lung cancer is adenocarcinoma, which is most commonly seen sa mga never smoker because this is commonly seen sa mga second-hand smoke. So great risk factor for this type of cancer are those nga second-hand smoke. So yung mga nakakaamoy ng sigarilyo. So that's why I want to tell you na pag may mga nagsisigarilyo, palayo gid in tao no, because number one, the most common cause of lung cancer is your adenocarcinoma, which is common for those who never smoke. The second most common cause of your lung carcinoma is your squamous cell carcinoma, which is common to male and who have a strong predilection with smoking. Another one, the third most common is your small cell carcinoma, which is most commonly seen in your male with a strong predilection with smoking. Actually, sinasali ko lang ito para at least may mga idea kayo with these different types of your lung cancer. But again, it's all about your benzpyrene that can cause your lung cancer. Ito yung mga important thing na dapat niyong matandaan. These are just nice to know topics. Next is we have your nitrates, which is a preservatives in your red meats. So very rampant in causing your colon cancer. So nitrates is being used as a preservative because it can prevent your bacterial growth. So that's why there is a red or pink color in meat and can cause salty flavor. Di ba pag makita mo na ganito, of course kakain ka naman, di ba? Hindi ka naman maarte na, ay may preservative siya na nitrates, of course. Kaya, these kind of mga carcinogens will have a different risk factor sa pasyente. I'm meaning to say na, for example, may patient A tayo and patient B. Si patient A and patient B, they consume same amount of nitrates. Pero bakit si patient A lang ang nagkakaroon ng colon cancer? It's because of different genetic makeup. Since iba-iba naman tayo ng genetic makeup, iba-iba tayo ng mga risk factor, of course, we'll have a ibang percentages of having colon cancer. But still, your nitrites is very rampant in causing your colon cancer. We have also the famous aflatoxin, which is produced by your Aspergillus species that can lead into the formation of your hepatocellular carcinoma. So your aflatoxin species flavus and your parasiticus. So this can be seen in your corn, in your peanuts, and your tree nuts. We have also your aromatic hydrocarbons. We have your benzene and your ionizing radiation, which is very rampant in causing your acute leukemias. We have also your vinyl chloride and your thorothrust. Your vinyl chloride, which is used for making your PVCs, and also your thorothrust dye, which is used as a contrast agent until the 1950s. Kaya stinap na ito kasi nga these two products can cause your angiosarcoma. Dok, ano po ba yung angiosarcoma? Remember the inner lining of your blood vessels? Ano nga yung epithelium doon na naka-line sa inner lining ng ating blood vessel? Ano bang epithelium ng ating blood vessel? Inner lining, it's your endothelium, which is a simple or single layer of your squamous cell. So that is, if there is a carcinoma that develops there, that's what we call as your angiosarcoma. And this angiosarcoma is very aggressive, meaning because it is fast-growing cancer. We have also your asbestos. Of course, you know about this. Your asbestos can cause your lung carcinoma or your mesothelioma. So asbestos is used by the firefighter ng coat nila because of a natural fire retardant. And when you ask kung what type of cancer ang mas common na pinuproduce ng asbestos, it is still your lung cancer versus your mesothelioma. Still, mas marami pa rin yung lung cancer versus mesothelioma. But asbestos is also very known cause of your mesothelioma. Doc, what is mesothelioma? So, mesothelioma is a cancer of your mesothelium. So, what is your mesothelium? It's a membrane that lines the inside of your body cavity, such as your abdomen, as well as your chest, specifically in your lungs. And your environmental carcinogen, remember that your carcinogens will bind to your DNA. When it binds to your DNA, it will cause a mutation in your genetic code. Once it already causes a mutation in your genetic code, it will result into the synthesis of your mutated proteins. Ang tawag natin sa mga mutated proteins na ito is your oncogene encoded proteins or your oncoproteins. But we have different tests for us to detect your unmodified mga carcinogens. And the method of choice of that is your GCMS. Your GCMS or your gas chromatography mass spectrometry. So again, very short lang talaga ang discussion natin, guys. So kindly read na lang your clinical Henrys, as in it's just a half page lang naman sa clinical part ng Henrys. So that ends our discussion. So since this is my last lecture video with you guys, and since our lecture video is very short, only around 9 minutes, I will just grab this opportunity to you to maybe share some of my life experiences that maybe out from that life experiences, baka may makuha kayo na life lesson or what. And also, I will just grab this opportunity to educate you with a certain disorder that I've been struggling to for over years, but I was able to cope up with it and I was able to overcome with such disorder. So during my medical career during my life as a medical student, specifically your medtech student, I was a type of student that I was really a goal-oriented person. I have really a lot of goals. I am very goal-oriented. For me, I believe that I was really competitive at that time. For me, based on my personal view, that I was competitive and I was goal-oriented. Now, I have certain goals. For example, certain subject, dapat ganito scores ko. So, binabawi ko sa quiz and exam. I try to compute kasi nga, I was really goal-oriented and I was really competitive based on myself during that time. And maybe lahat naman ng pagod ko has been paid off. Parang I was able to become a consistent dean's lister. I've become a second honor, first honor, second honor, first honor. So, I believe it na it's really my hard work na nag-aaral ako and all. And I believe because of I was really at that time goal-oriented kasi nga I had a very good time management with myself, even though how hectic our schedule, especially, di ba, during third year, even though how hectic our schedule was, is that parang tinatry ko na hindi ko siya i-cut ang mga time management at specific time. Dapat ganito, nag-aaral ako, tulog ako like around 2 to 3 hours lang, tapos gising na naman ulit, and every day, even Saturday and Sunday, I was really goal-oriented. So, na-paid off naman ang mga works ko, like, I was a consistent lister, and also, I was also helping my friends. I was already parang nag-tutor ako sa mga classmates ko, tinuturuan ko sila, and all that stuff. I can still remember, di ba? I was actually staying in, you know that place sa Santa Ana, yung Nara Street sa may McDo na area, yung in front ng Quartz, may ang dormitory dyan. So, I can remember, ang super dami-dami ng mga friends ko na nagpapaturo sila sa akin ng mga algebra, analchem. Natatawa ako kasi nga, ang liit lang ng room ko, tapos ang dami nila, 10 sila pumapasok, then nagle-lecture ako. It was really fun. For my personal view, I really had fun during my college years as PC. And I believe na lahat ng mga efforts ko, nakita ko naman because I was a consistent lister. However, during the release of result of your, parang, di ba, lumalabas na yung mga result na during graduation day, lalabas na yung result ng honors list. I was not part of the list. And I was so shocked and I was so bitter for myself. As in, I was literally like, bakit ganito? Bakit ganyan? Like, napaka-unfair naman. I work hard for it, pero I was never been recognized. Bakit ganyan? And even like that kind of parang na-shock pa ka, like mga friends mo na sugat kayo, magkita kayo, sabi nila, uy, congrats, blah blah, di ba sure na on Latin honor ka, di ba? Congrats. Kung like, I was not on the list. Pero I was really shocked and I was really bitter at that time. You know what? During my graduation day, I was never been happy. To tell you frankly, I was never been happy. I mean, my friends doesn't know about this one. My teacher doesn't know about it. It's just my feeling na ginashare ko lang sa inyo na I was not really happy during my graduation day. My parents doesn't care if whether ako honor student or not. They will already be proud of me no matter what. So I'm just very thankful sa parents ko na kahit honor student or not, parang blah blah, my honor award, as long as you graduated, happy na sila dun. So they're very thankful. But ako, hindi ko kasi, I'm not a type of person na parang very emotional na. I was not on the list na iyak-iyak ako. Hindi ako iiyak, pero I was really bitter and sad deep inside. Parang tinatago ko lang. And during graduation, the parang saddest part kasi is that papasok ka pa lang during sa, di ba, sa SMX Lanang kasi kami nag-graduate dun sa convention. Parang papasok pa lang, like, that kind of feeling na I was never been happy na papasok ako. Parang papasok pa lang, gusto ko nang umuwi. Parang gusto ko na sabihin sa parents ko na pwede hindi nila ako magpunta because I was so devastated. I was really shocked and I was so sad. Na kasi parang deep inside my heart ba na for 4 years na I've been studying a lot, parang bakit hindi na paid off? Bakit parang hindi ako na-recognize? Parang napaka-unfair naman na parang it was really unfair. Kasi nga, at that time, may mga groups, may mga committee kasi yan na you have to apply for it, for the honors list, for the Latin honors. So I did apply for it, lahat ng mga extracurricular activities lagay ko. But at certain points in your extracurricular point, kailangan may ma-reach ka for first year, second year, third year, and fourth year. My problem was that during the second year, third year, and fourth year, I was able to reach a certain extracurricular points. Yan, natanggap ko. Pero sa first year, parang kasi hindi pa ako super active during my first year. I don't know if this applies with you. Parang sa iba na ata sa inyo ngayon. And sa first year ko, I only lacked a certain point para sigurong mga point something lang na I was not able to reach that. So that's why one person of the committee parang said na it should not be part of the list of the honors. It's just one committee. The other members para lang okay. And even the dean of MLS at our time, para lang pinaglaban talaga kami na dapat masali. Kasi may mga kasamahan din ako na hindi nasali. So, pinaglaban niya kami daw na dapat nandun kami sa list. And even Ma'am Chassie told me na pinaglaban niya daw ako and all na dapat ganito sa list, bakit hindi sali? And that one person on that committee really don't want me to be part of it because kasi nga, that's a protocol. Hindi ako naka-reach ng certain points extracurricular ko during my first year. And my WPA was very good. It's around 92. So supposedly, parang level of magna cum laude and all. But kahit nga ako, kahit cum laude lang or honorable mention, having na ako basta as long as I've been recognized with all my efforts that I've done. So I was never been happy. So during graduation, parang, parang papasok pa lang ako, that kind of feeling na, gusto ko na umuwi. Parang, was never been happy. I can still recall it right now na I was never been happy. Like, papasok kami with family, katabi ko parents ko, and all like, uwi na tayo, blah, blah, blah. And that time, di ba, usually, tinatawag yung mga classmate mo na, cum laude, summa cum laude. Like, I was really bitter at that time. Parang sabi ko pa na, magna cum laude siya, cum laude siya. Parang mas magaling pa man ako dyan. Yeah, I was really bitter at that time. I can feel the evilness inside me. And di ba, usually, pag-aakyat ka ng stage, di ba, dapat, di ba, maglalamano ka sa mga head, mga committee, mga admin and all. And I can still recall, kasabay kong mama ko, yung first person na yun, siya yung parang nag-against na mapasok ako. Siya yung first na dapat lalamunuhan because of my bitterness. Because alam ba, anong ginawa ko? Maglalaman na sana ako sa kanya, pero skip ko sa kanya. Nag-skip ako sa kanya. So, pahala ka dyan. Ayaw mo sa akin ayaw ko sa iyo. So, nag-skip ako sa kanya. It was so bitter. Na-shock ang mama, bakit hindi mo siya kinaya? Okay na yan, skip lang ta. Skip, then claim, then upo di ako agad. Bilisan mo. Then, I was so bitter. Yeah, really, I know I was so bitter and evil. Really, and during the ceremony talaga parang that kind of feeling na gusto ko nang umuwi, na I don't parang ayoko makinig. Even though na I have still to be thankful for that, I was been, kasi naka-award pa rin ako ng clinical efficiency and best thesis award. Still, I was never, wala akong paki dyan. Parang, ang gusto ko talaga is yung honors list. Gusto ko talaga, yun talagang pinaghirapan ko. Alam ko na dapat deserve ko yun. And all that, blah, 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 blah. I was never been grateful at that time. I was evil. I was bitter. Most importantly, I was so bitter. And then, di ba, pagkatapos ng graduation, dapat uwi na kayo, mag-picture take. Ako, konting picture taking lang with my close friend, at uwi na ako agad. Kasi nga, I just want to go home. I was really disappointed and sad at that time. And luckily, Ma'am Jassy chatted me. One of really my favorite teacher ever, Ma'am Jasmine Pasha. I know you know her. She's very good in parasitology. She's really one of my favorite teacher. And she just told me na, Von, what happened? You know what, Von? You're the dean and me really fought for you na you should be part of the list. However, Von, I believe that you don't have to be recognized at all. I can still remember all the words from Ma'am Jassy na she told me na you don't have to be recognized at all. Why? Because what matters most is that your teacher, your family, your friends, your close friends, your classmates know your abilities, know your skill, know you as a person, and know your worth. That matters most. As long as we know that you did your best, if no one is proud of you, then be proud of yourself. What matters most is the strength of your character. And will never ever forget Ma'am Jassy with all that kind words. And I just realized I was really bitter at that time. Again, you don't have to be recognized all the time. All you have to do is just do your best. Just do your best. And if no one is being proud of you, then be proud of yourself. As again, strength of your character matters most. What matters most is the strength of your character. And the main reason that I really wanted to have a good grades at that time, because I really wanted to go into medicine. So during my career as a medtech student, alam ko na magme-medicine talaga ako. Alam ko magdo-doktor. Gusto ko talaga maging doktor. Even though I really wanted to be part of an academe, so that's my ultimate goal. But still, gusto ko matapos na. Gusto ko talaga maging doktor. So that's the goal. So yan yung main goal ko. So that's why I work hard and I was really competitive. I was really goal-oriented at the time. That's why I work hard for it. And because I really wanted to have that kind of Latin honor so that I could get scholarship for my med school, because I know that med school, it's gonna be very expensive. And one way for me to help my parents also is by getting that scholarship, I have to have a good grades. And but mas easier kasi pag may Latin honor ka, mas madali sa'yo makapasok and all. So at that time, kaya nga, Kaya nga ginagalingan ko at that time, pero wala, eh, wala. So may mga balakid na sa problema ko, eh, kinakabahan ako na sabi ko, "Shit, parang mahihirapan, so I have to apply again." Parang kailangan ko talagang galingan pa. And then kasi nga even though my parents were supportive at that time na na they will support me with my medical school career even kahit saan ako mag-med school. They will fight for it and or kahit kakayanin daw nila talaga blah blah blah. Pero ako deep inside, I want to help my parents also. So one way of helping since kung makakapag-medicine man din ako na libre, so why not go for it? And my ultimate goal was that is I really wanted to go to West V. So West V is a state university in Iloilo and I believe that it's have a good quality education plus the tuition fee is konti lang. It's around 20,000 pesos. Kasi nga, once makapasok ka, automatically, you are already a scholar. So, that's my ultimate goal. And it's hard to para makapasok, mahirap makapasok doon kasi nga, it's a competition. You have a good grades, dapat good grades. So, plus factor na kayo na if you have a Latin honor, plus good NMAT and good interview. So, okay, feeling ko, may laban ako sa interview. Pero ang problema ko is yung, wala na akong Latin honor, so wala na akong panglaban. So, next, NMAT. So, gagalingan ko sa NMAT. So, again, NMAT na. So, magte-take na naman ako ng NMAT. During my NMAT time, I was very confident. I was so confident with myself na hindi na ako mag-aaral. Feeling ko kasi matalino naman ako. Feeling ko kaya ko naman kasi nga sabi nila na it's just like a parang pang high school lang na blah blah blah, just review, eh, hindi ko na kailangan. Sige, okay lang, parang siguro naalala ko pa man yung mga basic and all that stuff. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-take na ako ng NMAT without reviewing. Confident. I was so confident at that time. So, guys, lo and behold, my NMAT score was very low. My score was only below 40. Imagine that. It's only line of 3. Imagine that. Again, I was so confident. Again, like, oh my God, another balakid, another problema. Paano ako mag-med school nito? Kung gusto ko mag-scholarship, hindi, wala, tanggal. Kung papasok ako sa DMSF, hindi nga ako makakapasok sa DMSF kasi nga kahit sa DMSF, ang minimum is around 40 or I don't know anong minimum ngayon ng DMSF. Pero for sure, at that time, 40 ang kanilang minimum. So, hindi ako makakapasok sa DMSF if gusto ko mag-school sa DMSF. Or kung sa pangarap ko na West V, ang NMAT score na gusto nila doon is 90 plus, 99, 98, 97. And the score is only line of 3. So again, I was disappointed with myself. Another disappointment with myself. 2 strikes. Wala na akong Latin honor. So in short, if mag-a-apply ako for scholarship, medyo hindi pa sure. Pangalawa, NMAT is also basihan for scholarship. My score is only line of 3. Hindi nga ako makakapasok sa DMSF, hindi nga ako makakapasok sa mga dream school ko. Kahit anong school, hindi ako makakapasok. NMAT score, mababa. I was so disappointed. Parang plan ko na med school and also I changed my plan. I believe na ay wala jo dili siya pwede, hindi ako ready, hindi ako prepared. So what happens is that I work as a medtech sa Digos Doc muna ako, nag-medtech na muna ako, and then I was given the opportunity by Ma'am Jasmine na he asked me if I could be part of the academe. So I grabbed the opportunity and teach also. And then, kaya nga before ako nagpasok ng medicine, nagtuturo na ako ng clinical chemistry at that time. So nagtuturo ako at that time. So parang I thought na parang wala na, tapos na, parang it was my plan kahit na how many years na pinagplanuhan ko na during medtech student pa ako, it becomes parang nalapo, wala lahat kasi nga wala nang Latin honor, NMAT score ang baba ko pa, parang walang med school na magtatanggap sa akin. So still, during that time, natuturo ako and then nag-work ako as a medtech student. But still, my drive to still apply na try pa rin no matter what. Sige, go for it na lang. Go for it, try pa rin. Wala man din mawawala if I still reapply sa NMAT. Excuse me. Sa NMAT score, sa NMAT naman, wala naman yung pass or fail. It's just a matter of percentile rank. So, nirarank lang kayo overall sa number of takers. So, anong ginawa ko is that I retake again for the NMAT during November at that time. Tapos, nagtuturo ako. So, ang ginagawa ko, tapos, nag-medtech ako. So, I make sure, again, binalik ko na naman sarili ko sa pagiging time management na naman tayo. Kailangan natin to. So, nag-aaral ako and all. nagbibigay ako ng specific time. Pag Sunday, may time man na off ako. So yan, aral, aral, aral. So nagsa-self-study ako. And I was really motivated na kailangan gagalingan ko na to. Maybe this is might be my last opportunity. So, ang ginawa ko, nag-aral ako ng mabuti, and then luckily during that November exam, I was able to get a very good score. I was able to get a 90 plus, 90 above na score, and that's a very good thing na parang, ay salamat, thank you Lord. So, nawala na pagiging confident ko, nag-aral ako ng mabuti, parang last chance, give the best shot that I can. So, at that time na during the end part na ng pagtuturo ko, so nire-ready ko na mga application ko, and also my first really na gusto kong i-applyan is really the West V, kasi nga mababa ang tuition fee, it's only 20,000 per sem, and di ba mas mahal pa sa SPC na as medtech, like around 30 to 40,000 plus SPC. So pag medicine na 20,000 lang, di ba mas mura pa. So in short, so I applied, kaya nga gusto ko talaga sa West V. So I did apply sa West V at that time. So tapos na ako sa SPC, in-end ko na, hindi na ako nag-part-time kasi nga nag-apply na ako ng med school. So may 3 choices ako ng med school. First choice ko talaga is West Visayas. Then, kasi nga libre and all that stuff, and scholar ka. Second is CIM, kasi nga kung magdi-DMSF ako, almost mas mababa kasi ang CIM. So mag-try muna ako ng CIM. If hindi ako tanggapin doon, then I'll go for the MSF. And I know the MSF is a very good school. It's just that it's very expensive. It's around 100,000 and all, pero ang facilities nila, it's very good. So if you were planning to have, if you have financial status, okay man financial, then you can go for the MSF. The MSF is a top performing school, so go for it. So, but at that time, I believe that even though my parents are very supportive, alam ko siguro mahihirapan sila, pero somehow, so that's why I really wanted na sana makakuha ako ng scholarship. So that's my 3 priorities. My 3 priority schools. So first, I apply sa West V. So punta na ako actually. May mga friends kami, may makasama na ako ng mga classmates, and also nag-apply kami sa West V. So when I applied there, during my interview, I was very scared. Even though I am somehow confident naman ako in terms of interview, I love talking, I love sharing, pero deep inside good, makulbaan, magud gihapon ka. That's normal. So feeling ko, may laban naman ako. Again, nandito naman tayo sa pagiging confident. Ito talaga problema ko. And then at that time, for the interview, kasi nga, ang interview is that you are in a parang long table, tapos may mga 6 to 10 doctors dyan, nakaupo sila lahat, tapos per batch kayo papasok, siguro mga around 3 to 5 students na papasok. Pasok kayo 5 students, and then may kaharap kayo na mga doctors na 10 sila. So, ang magiging system is that they will just ask you randomly. So, kayo isa-isa, kahit sino pwede tanong. So, it's very scary, right? Kasi nga, maririnig ka ng mga co-interviewee mo na anong sinasagot mo, anong blah blah blah, baka ma-judge ka nila. And also ang daming doctor, 10 sila, lahat may psychiatrist, may pediatrician, may surgeon, and all that stuff, and they can ask you anything, any question under the sun. And sad to say, we have a very poor, aming batch have a very poor performance interview, kasi nga there was once one doctor that asked about a certain parang may tinanong siya about sa news si Lee Kuan Yew, which is the Prime Minister sa Singapore. And at that time, I don't know him kasi nga wala na akong time gani manood ng news. And he asked, who is this person? And sa aming batch, wala nakakaalam. And at that time, the doctor told us na I was really disappointed with your batch. Kaming 5 kami na mga batch, 5 students kami. Then sabi niya, I was really disappointed with your batch. Can say that baka walang matatanggap sa inyo. That time, I feel sad again, like, ay Lord naman, Lord, okay na akong NMAT, parang sige, fine, dili gini para sa kuha. So, alis na kami and all. So, ginawa ko, plan B, sige, di tama wadag pag-asa. Still, really wanted to become a doctor, no matter what, magiging doctor ako. So, plan B ko is apply against CIM, kasi nga, sabihan ko parents ko, I was not, feeling ko hindi ako matatanggap, blah blah blah. I mean, ginawa ko ang best ko, pero parang hindi ako matatanggap. So, my parents told me, sige, what is your plan? And then, sige, plan ko is try ko muna sa CIM. If hindi ako matanggap CIM, then balik ako sa Davao, the MSF ako mag-school. So, try ako CIM. And then at that time, CIM, it's just a simple one-on-one interview, pero it took us around almost 2 hours. And I can still remember that person, he was a pediatrician daw. And sabi niya, kinuha lang daw siya ng CIM para daw mag-interview. As far as I remember, parang yan sabi niya sa akin. And it took us about parang 2 hours. And then sabi nila during the interview daw, dapat usually sinasabihan ka na automatically after the end of the interview, dapat sabihan ka na if you are accepted or not. And at that time, again, hindi ako sinabihan. Like, sabi nila sa akin, sige, tawagan ka lang namin if you are accepted or not. Yun yung sabi niya. Pero I have friends na nag-apply ng CIM, but automatically sinasabi na sa, you're already accepted or what, blah, blah, blah. So, at my time, wala. So, from Cebu, balik ako sa Davao, balik ako sa Digos. Ito, mga parang wala na good chance ani. You know, saan naman yun? Like, wala, Jod. Like, I was very disappointed again with myself na parang, I was questioning myself na, magiging doktor pa baka ako na like, gibuhat naman ako tanan akong best and all, blah, 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 pero it's originally para sa ako. So, dawat na gid na ako na, di ko sa West, sa CMC ako, kung mapas, DMSF na gid ko, sure na ako mag-apply na po ko sa DMSF, pero yan ang tuition pa ha, I always tell them na this is gonna be our possible expenses, blah, 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 and I have to buy books, I have to stay in a dorm. My parents are just very supportive. I know baka mahihirapan sila, but they are very yes, kaya namin, blah, 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 etc., etc., etc. So already planned for ano tawag ito, I planned already to apply for the MSF for the following weeks. But guys, I was really, really shocked because may tumawag randomly sa phone ko, and I received the call, and it was from West V, and then sabi nila, I was accepted daw, and I was really shocked. I thought I was never been accepted. Like, tanggap ko na yun na dili ko ma-accept and all. I was very, very happy. Like, it was out of nowhere na kanang yung mga kind of happiness na that are very unexpected, na despite na feeling mo wala na, but still there was a chance, parang light na gihatag sa imo. Like, wow, I was really happy at that time. And then after that call sa West V, bigla tumawag din ang CIM na I was also accepted in CIM. So parang yung salamat naman, nag-paid off akong effort and all. Parang like, parang feeling ko na, wala na, tapos na ang mga tipang buhat na ako, di siya nag-pay, wala dyan sa imong mga effort and all. Pero at that time, when I received the call from the 2 schools, I said na, I'll go for it, I'll go for Iloilo, I'll work hard for it. Actually, my parents are very hesitant about it also na sa mag-med school ako sa Iloilo, because first and foremost, it's very far, and I don't have any friends. I don't know anyone. May mga up-class ako, yung valedictorian namin during sa SPC MedDec. Second year na sila doon, so may 3 akong classmate doon. But still, it's a different thing kasi nga, up-class na sila. Ako first year pa rin, and ako lang mag-isa. Even though yung mga kasamaan ko kasi na nag-apply, they were not able to, hindi sila na-accept. So, I was very lucky na I was accepted. And my parents are quite hesitant kasi nga ako lang mag-isa, and you know what, madali lang ako masakit, and year yun, hospital ako and also, pero I still gamble for it kasi nga I know na I really wanted for it. I was really determined about it. So, grab ko opportunity no matter what. And luckily at that time also, diba, parang tinanggal yung scholarship. So, you don't have to pay anything na. So, usually, the tuition fee is around 20,000. But because parang nabago yung administration, tinanggal na nila, wala nang tuition fee, we don't have to pay anything at all. So, I'll go for it and work hard for it. So, my 4 years in Iloilo was very happy. I mean, it was never been easy. Medicine, guys swear, medicine will never be easy. If you feel like medtech is already tiring, how much more when you go into medicine. I can still recall during my medtech sa histo, my teacher was Dr. Bandalan. He was actually our dean at that time. And she told us na, so during sa histo lec namin, she told us na, kasi nga nagre-reklamo na kami na pagod na kami, Dok, marami pa kaming quiz and all, blah, blah, Dok, quiz pa kami doon. She told us na, gikapoy na kamo, saan na lang ka mag-medicine mo? And yung kakapoy sa medtech is only 1/4 or 1/2, wala na ka 1/4, wala na ka 1/2 sa kakapoy sa medicine. And I was just like, exaggerate, kasi nga, feeling ko, kapoy na dyan kaya itong medtech, feeling na ko, wala na yung superlative na ginawa, wala na dyan laing ikakapoy ito mo, na gito ang kakapoy. But, guys, to tell you frankly, it's gonna be hard. When you go to medicine, hindi ay yung talino ang magsusupport sa inyo. It's your determination at all. If you are determined It's not about being genius. It's not about being intelligent when you go to medicine. It's always about how passionate and determined you are to finish the 4-year medicine career. Yun lang talaga, determination. Dili yun sa pabrightay. Medicine was never been pabrightay. Was never been na kailangan genius ka. No, I'm not genius. Hindi ako bright. Pero I am determined. I am really wanted to finish my medicine career. So my 4-year, very struggle kasi ako na mag-isa. Pero because I have some friends na determined also to finish it, that I was able to graduate. And you know what? The kind of graduation na I had during that time versus during sa nag-graduate ko sa it's very different. At this time, no, I was so free of that kind of evilness and bitterness that I felt before, that kind na, you know what? I have no awards. I have not been recognized. I'm just a typical student. But you know what? The kind of happiness that I was walking in the aisle during my graduation sa medicine is very different during my SBC. The bitterness there versus the happiness that I've been to. I was really happy kasi nga, it feels like na all my struggle, all the challenges that I've been to, parang na-pay off jud siya, guys. It's gonna be worth it. I know na feeling nyo karon na kapoy mo na wala na siya patunguhan, but to tell you frankly, it will pay off. Just wait for the right time. Sa akin nga, hindi ko na ina-expect na ganito, but just believe in Him. Meron at meron kayong kakalagyan. Just wait for the right time. For me, it's just perfect timing eh. Perfect timing. So, during graduation, so okay na, I was very happy, and my parents, happiest part, I can say that was really my happiest part of life. So, I decided to go back again to Davao for my internship sa SPMC, SPGI, and then we planned for my classmates na kami lahat, doon kami sa SPMC kasi nga it's a government institution, and we really wanted to serve. But sad to say, they were not able, was not accepted there. Tapos more of lahat ng mga friends ko nasa private institutions, so ako na natira sa SPMC. So when I was in SPMC, ay akala ko na smooth sailing na lahat, parang naka-align na sa plano ko, okay na, like wala na, parang ito na Von, parang sakto na, parang okay na ata lahat, parang may struggle, okay na. So, go back to SPMC, nag-internship na ako. Ay, nako. Again, this is one way of educating you. I was actually diagnosed with obsessive compulsive disorder. So, I have OCD, and it becomes worsened during my internship sa SPMC. Kasi nga I was also all alone and all. So, obsessive compulsive disorder, I was actually struggling with OCD during my medtech student. Pati yung medtech student pa ako sa SPC, pero I was not able to recognize that. Pero it was already started at that time, and then it worsened during my college my med student sa Iloilo during for 4 years, parang up siya, and I already tried to consult my psychiatrist there in Iloilo, and then already started on medication. Excuse me. But when I'm already in SPMC, excuse me, sorry, it really worsened. So I had OCD. So OCD is an obsessive compulsive disorder. So I know some of you are familiar with this one. So I know that you are familiar with the mga, oy, OC ka no, OC, very arranged of things. Oy, OC kay ka OC. It's a different thing. Yung kind na pagiging OC na, gusto mo malinis yung gamit mo and blah, blah, blah. That's an obsessive compulsive personality, OC personality, and it's a different with an OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder, when it's already a disorder, meaning it already affects ay mga daily mga activities mo in life. So pag maka-affect na siya sa daily activities mo in life, then that becomes a disorder. So I have an obsessive compulsive disorder. Obsessive meaning you are thinking of thoughts that repeated thoughts na inuulit mo sa mind mo, na feeling mo may something na mangyari or what, versus ang compulsion is that there is also a repeated action. To satisfy that obsessive thoughts, you have to repeatedly do the action. So obsessive compulsive disorder, kaya nga paulit-ulit siya. So iba-iba ang OCD, di ba? May mga OCD tayo na sa safe, may mga OCD tayo na, alam nyo yung mga person na hugas ng kanilang hand washing, na paulit-ulit silang lilinis ang kamay nila, then every time may matas nila, linis, hugas agad, and that's a type of obsessive safe cleanliness na obsessive compulsive na disorder. And then di ba nakikita nyo sila na medyo sugatan na ilang hands kasi nga they cannot they cannot control it anymore. Obsessive compulsive, ang obsession nila, feeling nila, madumi ang kamay nila, magkakasakit sila. So as a compulsive disorder nila is that they have to repeatedly do the action of cleaning their hands. So it will take them several times to wash their hands. May mga something pattern sila. And my OCD is also a different thing. It's a obsessive compulsive disorder na safety type. So ang safety na pinagsasabi ko is that before I leave my room, I have to count. May mga rituals kasi kami, pag OCD ka, may mga rituals kami na iba-iba kami mga rituals may certain patterns kami na gina-count. Ako pag sinasabing obsessive compulsive disorder na safety type is that before I leave my room, I have to count. Kina-count ko yung mga, if na-unplug ko na ang mga appliances na ginagamit ko, yung plancha, feeling ko baka ginamit ko, dapat i-feel ko muna kahit alam kong hindi siya ginagamit, kahit hindi siya mainit, alam kong hindi siya ginamit. I have to feel it na dapat malamig siya, hindi siya mainit, kasi nga ang obsession ko is that safety, meaning to say na baka pag alis ko masunog ang kwarto, pag alis ko baka may pumasok, pag alis ko baka bukas ang ilaw or what, pag alis ko open ang gripo. So ang ginagawa ko guys, on off ang gripo, on off ang light for how many times, tapos kina-count ko yung mga plugs, yung mga saksakan. Ang counting ko is 1 2 3, that's my normal counting. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. You may see this as normal, di ba? It's actually normal to see that as normal. Before you leave, kakount mo, blah, blah, blah. I guess that's normal. Pero if you do that for several times, then that's a abnormal one. Kasi ako, before, sa SPC pa lang ako, ang counting ko, kinakount ko na, pero it will only take me around 20 times. Yeah, kahit 20 times, parang hindi naman yung normal, di ba? Pero for me, that's already okay, kahit at least 20 times lang. Pero when I'm already in SPMC, it took me several times to count. Like, imagine that I have to consume 2 hours of my time. Meaning, I have to consume the 2 hours. Ang ginagawa ko for 2 hours before ako makapag-duty, before ako makaalis ng kwarto, is simply counting. I just have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So, kinakount ko lang. Kina-check ko ang naka-unplug. Yung window, feel ko if na-close ko ba ang window. Yung gripo, on and off, and you know what? My landlady was already suko na kayang landlady. Kasi nga, nasisira na yung hawakan ng gripo. Kasi nga, inuulit-ulit ko na on, off, on, off, on, off, on, off. Pati lights, on, off, on, off, on, off. And imagine that, guys. Small lang man ang kwarto ko, but I am doing that for 2 hours. Can you imagine na I'm just sitting, standing, counting 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Tapos, yung plancha, kahit hindi ginamit, ginatouch ko, yung ref, alam kong close yung ref, close, open, for several times, close, open, and then repeatedly, imagine for 2 hours. Hindi lang siya 2 hours in a day ha, every time I went out, before I sleep, before I go, kahit nga, may times nga, like, I have to go out for my room because I want to eat. May times na ayaw ko na lang kumain, kasi nga, kahit alam kong nasa baba lang ang kainan, hindi ko magawa. Imagine that, kahit alam ko na nasa taas lang yung kwarto ko, hindi ko magawa kasi nga, it will take me for 2 hours. And amazing siya guys, kasi nga, kahit hindi ako tumingin ng oras, I always count, I always count for 2 hours, exactly, tapos ako for 2 hours, alam ko na, it's already 2 hours, parang nasatisfy ko na yung obsession ko na, baka may mangyari or what, so ginagawa repeatedly ko, so parang it's already too much. It's already been, I was already taking meds, but my meds were not enough already. So, ang nangyari, during my SPMC internship, nagkaroon ako ng OCD, naging harsh, naging almost 2 hours before ako malis. Tapos, ang nangyari is that I was not able to control it anymore, to the point na even though I was able to do my rituals for 2 hours, I can still go out. Hindi ko makontrol ang self ko na I still repeatedly do counting 1, 2, 3, on and off, on light, blah, blah, blah. I'll still do that for more than 3 hours, more than 4 hours, 5 hours, hindi ako nakakalabas. And that kind of feeling na kahit lalabas ako, there will be anxiety. Kasi nga, OCD is under anxiety disorder. So, will still be discomfort. Hindi ako makakapag-duty na maayos. So, in short, hindi ako makakaalis. So, nangyari is that for how many days nagkulong ako sa kwarto and nagkaroon ako ng MDD. So, naging ang OCD ko, on top of my OCD, meron na akong ng major depressive disorder. Nagkaroon ako ng depression. So, for several days, I have no communication sa hospital. Nag-awol ako. They were very shocked kung anong nangyari ako. Even my friends, they tried to call me. I cannot call them because I cannot control myself anymore. I'm just counting anything. And I was also depressed and very sad. Iyak lang ako ng iyak kasi nga I was not able to control myself. Even my parents were very shocked kung ano nangyari sa akin. So for several days, I was just inside my room, lock ang door, close ang light, and I was not eating at all. For several days, it was several days, and luckily, buti na lang talaga my parents went to my dorm, to my apartment, and then nakita nila daw ako doon na wala na akong malay and all that stuff because of na I was really weak at that time. So dinala nila ako sa psychiatrist ko, and we started for my psychotherapy. And you know what? For 3 months na nag-absent ako and all, tanggap ko na sa sarili ko na I will not be able to graduate on time. Kasi nga, you have to comply with the PGI-ship before you can take the board exam. So, for 3 months, I was absent. So, 3 months, i-comply ko pa. So, in short, I will be delayed. So, ako, technically, sabi ko sa parents ko, I will be delayed. Yan yung sitwasyon na ako, blah, 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 blah. And they just told me na, it doesn't matter whether you become a doctor or not. What matters most is your health for now. Yan mo lang isipin mo. So, sige, tanggap ko na, ma'am. And blah. So, this happens before the pandemic era. So, after that, so bumalik na ako for 3 months, nag-undergo ako ng psychotherapy, nag-undergo yung mga medication ko, pina-increase ni doc. I was on escitalopram. Your escitalopram is your SSRI, which is an antidepressant. And also, I was given quetiapine. I was actually hesitant at that time, in denial at that time na I don't want quetiapine because quetiapine is an antipsychotic. And I told doctor na, Doc, hindi ako value, Doc. Bakit mo ako binibigyan ng antipsychotic? I was really in denial, di ba? May stages tayo ng ganyan. So, dabda. So, I was really in denial at that time. And then doctor told me na, you're a doctor, you know that these drugs is not only for antipsychosis, but these drugs can also be used for other symptoms. Doc explained it well for me, and then at that time, at least inaccept ko. So I was already taking for quetiapine. So right now, I am for so long, I was not able to take any medications na doc already stopped my medication because I was really compliant with my medication. So that's why, guys, if you really need help, one thing na nakatulong talaga sa akin is really seek consult. That's the best thing that you can do. Seek consult because these people know how to manage you well. They can really listen with any problem. Kasi, I mean, si Doc, very supportive lang siya. Listen and listen. I had undergo psychotherapy and was given proper medication. Ito talaga importante, guys. They could communicate with you well. You can talk with them well anytime. And you will be given proper medication. And also, I was being introduced with a support group of people who have OCD. And I was very happy to know them kasi nga, nare-realize ko na mas lala pa nga yung mga OCD nila. Pero I was very happy because that's one way for me to know that you're not special, you're not alone. You have people there are people that are experiencing this thing. That's why this is one way for me to educate you guys. Maybe you have friends, your family, your loved ones who have OCD, and maybe one way to help them is just tell them to seek consult because there will be proper management for that. Seek consult and there will be support system. So, you know what, guys? I was still amazed na despite na feel ko madidelay ako because during the pandemic times, diba, na-stop na ang pandemic times, ay nagkaroon na ng pandemic. So, nakabalik ako sa duty, my friends were very happy to see me again. Pero, ang nangyari is that, makabalik na ako, so ang plan ko is to double time para yung mga absent ko ng mga duties, at least makover ko agad-agad. So, konti na lang ang mga bayaran ko. But because of the pandemic, I was not able to do that. But, the coordinator told me na I don't have to pay for that 2 to 3 months, but I just have to do some paperworks and all. You know what? No? By God's grace, by mga unexpected surprises, I was able to graduate on time. It was really amazing. Na despite all of those challenges, guys, remember this, despite all of these challenges, there will always be things na mga unexpected surprises. You will really be paid off for the efforts that you made. I mean, tingnan nyo, like, ako, tanggap ko na hindi ako makagraduate on time, tanggap ko na hindi ako maka-board exam, but because of something else na parang mga unexpected things na could happen with you, mga better plans with you, guys, I was able to graduate on time. I was able to take the board exam on time. And right now, I am teaching with you. And it's very amazing na how life, you may be struggling right now. You feel na wala dyan na patunguhan na feeling yung gikapoy na ginawa. I know, it's okay. It's okay to feel that you're tired. Tawa naman tayo. Pati ako man, ginakapoy man gani ako. So it's normal. Pero guys, trust me. Yan yung kinaulit na ginasabi nila na it's gonna be worth it. Trust me. It's gonna be worth it. And there will always be perfect timing for everything. Remember that, perfect timing for everything. Kahit ako, no? Remember, kahit ako, ginaplan ko ng self ko, but the Lord's plan is better than mine, and everything will have a perfect timing. Just remember that. And I hope, guys, with my experiences, sorry, it's already almost 42 minutes. I'm very sorry. Pero thank you so much. I hope na you learn something out from my experiences. It's okay to forget my lesson. Ako, it's okay. Kung wala kayong na-learn sa lesson ko, it's okay. Kasi nga, during the board exam, you will remember that and you will have a recall. Maalala niyo na lahat during the review times. It's okay, maalala niyan. But for me, what matters most is that you learn something from my life experiences. You learn something from my mga things na ginain ko sa inyo. That's the thing that matters most. So guys, I guess tama na ito. It's already 42 minutes. So sobrang napataas. Sorry good guys. Pero thank you so much. I really had fun even though hindi tayo face to face, even though it's only asynchronous. I am very lucky. I am very lucky and blessed that I was been part of your medtech student career. Again, I will be praying for you no matter what. Whatever decision you make, whether you go for internship or not, remember, as long as you're comfortable with it, remember, there is always a perfect timing for everything. Just work hard for it. Your hard work will pay off. Remember that, your hard work will pay off. So guys, that's it. Salamat sa lahat. And if you have any questions for my lecture or anything na ma-help ko, regardless of whether I'll still be your teacher or not, I'm not sure anymore, but still, I am a chat away. You can communicate me anytime. You can communicate me anytime. You can chat me anytime. I will help you, whatever it is, okay? So, that's it. I'll pray for you. Good luck and God bless you with your medical career. So, I'll pray for you na. See you soon as my colleague as medical technologist and also see you as my colleague as soon physician. So see you on the other side. And this is Dr. Von signing off. Char, vlogger. Anyway, thank you good guys. I'm very happy. So God bless you everyone. I hope na may na-learn kayo sa akin. God bless you. Thank you.